eyes roll back. She too damn pretty to be so damn sad. Her mind's so busy, wanna slow it down, grab a bottle she would like, put it in the glass, and we gon' have ourselves a good time that'll last. Lost and lonely, but she's just like the only. She's in the room, but she's with me. We can find a way around the world, different cities. I'ma take her to places that she has never been. We could do new things and do them again. She'll open never ends, and I'll be there to make sure that it never ends. She was good in all ways, all in her chest, ripped out from her past. Cold to the touch, she ain't never coming back. Sold all her love to the devil too fast, but she looks too good to be so damn sad. Teeth so sharp, got a smile like a cat, with a neat girl face and a body so bad. I just wanna do dirty things in the back. She looks too good to be so damn sad.
Hi, how are you? Hi, Keely. I'm grateful to be here. It's nice to see you. Been super busy, but getting things done as planned. That's the party. Happy Sunday. God said I can be here till about 3 a.m. today, so we'll hang out for a while. Happy Sunday. Oh, also, Dan, I'll have your response out soon, within the next day or so. Almost caught up. Thanks for being patient. I got you. Also, I know you. Oh, that was the cat. I thought that was a bird. I was like, it's a little bit late for the songbirds. What are they doing? That was the cat. 1, please let me know when my audio is crisp and clear. Hello, how are you? 2, I know you asked for a reading, but I really appreciate your patience. And so if you would like, and if you're willing to let me send some Reiki also when I do send that response back out to you, I would love to offer that. No pressure. I know I do a lot of Reiki here, especially if you have anything in particular, you let me know. Audio is clear. Good. I did just pray about that and do some Reiki before I came here. So that's working. But yeah, let me know if I'll still do the full reading. But if you would also like me to add some Reiki, and I'd love that. I'd love that for you. Thanks for being here and being you and being lovely and supportive and patient. Happy to reciprocate. Love you guys. Your birthday! Happy birthday! Team Gemini. I hope you have a good day. Good time you to come back then, eh? Did you stay lifted while I was gone? Hope so. If not, we'll start. Gemini force. Oh dear. Screen time off. Absalom. Also lights, like LED lights, anything with blue light or bright lights will trigger your brain. It tricks your brain into thinking it's daylight, so that can actually keep you awake. Have you ever turned out the lights and laid down for a second and realized like how tired you are? You weren't tired a second ago, or maybe you were, but you didn't really feel like you could sleep. And then the second you lay down and it's dark, you're like, okay, this is nice. Maybe I'll just stay here for a second. That's because your brain is starting to recognize that it's nighttime and it's starting to try to unwind you. So that can help. But also, I'm seeing candles. Be careful if you have candles lit. Don't fall asleep with candles, please, guys. I love you. Always blow this out. Don't ever leave this unattended. But then the 4-7-8 method can be a tool to actually release anxiety and calm yourself. Hello, how are you? While you're awake. But I find that this is a really great sleeping method, and it feels strange. It feels like, thank you. You might not have enough oxygen to do this. Like, it feels like you'll run out of breath. But the reality is, when you're sleeping, you breathe like this normally. So, kind of in reverse, this tricks your brain when you force yourself to start breathing in a sleep breathing pattern. It tricks your brain into thinking that you're sleeping. So, it starts to kick any cortisol or awake chemicals, stress chemicals out of your body, and it starts to force your body to naturally produce melatonin, the sleep chemicals. You breathe in for 4 seconds. So hold it for 7. And then breathe out for 8. And again, on one of or multiple of these numbers, you may feel like you can't hold the full breath in for 7 seconds, or you don't have enough of an exhale to release it for 8. Just push through it. You do have it. You sleep. You breathe like this when you're sleeping. It's just, it feels foreign when you're awake. This is part of what tricks your body into listening once you do it. So 8. Breathe out for 8. Do this as many times as you need to, but the first time I ever did this, I remember doing 1, 4, 7, 8 cycle, and then I woke up the next morning, like 1 breath cycle knocked me out. Mostly that's what happens. I think maybe 2 or 3 times is tops. All it takes, like 3 breath cycles, 4, 7, 8, 4, 7, 8, 4, 7, 8, and then I wake up the next morning like I'm out. It does work. Pineapple on pizza? Yes, pineapple belongs on pizza. How about you? Actually, I have on my art Instagram, let me show you this. I did a drawing of that. It was in the caption too. It's funny. Where'd you go? Here. Pineapple does belong on pizza. Indeed. My Insta should be in my description box. good one. But they said skip 5, 3, 4. 5 skip or 5 on the skip? Pressure. That's funny. One more I heard. Red room. Okay. Red room. Oh dear. Oh no. Give him a roller space.
This ain't no ordinary battle. Just let the energy affect you.
Oh hey. I was just hearing like 2 minutes before I came here, Astoria, New York. Astoria. It says it was in Brooklyn. I quickly Googled it. I don't know why I heard that. Somebody here must have some tie to Astoria, New York. Is that you? I don't know. Tell me. What's up? 11:11 on the clock on the East Coast. Kiss the clock. Make a wish. Love you guys.
Just let the energy affect you. Carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. She looks so fine up in that bedroom. The silhouette against the black hue. I swear to God, this is the best view. She wanna pop, they must have blessed you. She got that look, she got that attitude. She don't play by the book, she do what she have to do. She a bad little bitch, I'm glad she got to. She always down for a risk, always down for the time. Let's take a step into my ride around. This ain't no ordinary battle. Just let the energy affect you. Carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. Just take a step into my ride around. This ain't no ordinary battle. Just let the energy affect you. Carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. Yeah, she looking that show in the mirrors on the wall. Everyone on the side, know that shit don't fall.
Hello, what's up?
If you like that,
Oh,
with the music full blast, so they never hold back two souls.
Queens. Didn't I say Queens? I think I said Brooklyn, didn't I? Yeah, I think. Wait, is it Brooklyn or Queens? Did it say? Astoria. No, I mean maybe. No, Google says it's in. I could be wrong. Maybe Google's wrong. I don't know. I've never been there, but it says Astoria is a neighborhood in the western portion of the New York City boroughs of Queens. Oh, you're right. You said Queens, right? I think I might have said Brooklyn. I misspoke. No, I didn't. Both are here. It says Brooklyn, Queens. Oh, that's the train, I think. I don't know what. I just picked up what I picked up, and there it is. Something about Astoria. So it's not mine. What's up, Leo? Oh, there's my dirty cop whistleblowing video. I got this one too. Ready to go. You want to put some pants on? What do you mean? I had shorts on. And I had a t-shirt. Didn't realize I was still open. I've been a busy bitch. Gosh, she's done though. In the midst of their stalking. Oh, by the way, that was Liam Harrington driving by my house this morning. No, sir. His name is also on the paperwork from a domestic abuser's fraud, false arrest attempts, and what have you. Whoops, no, not whoops. They all know about it. They all let it happen, took part in it happening. They're all guilty. Their silence was their complicity in our abuse. Thank you. You're so sweet. Who's stressed? Oh, Dad! Are you okay? Somebody's heart hurts. I feel that right there. Can I do some Reiki? Does anybody want some Reiki? I did some on myself earlier. I did a full chakra activation and alignment, and I think that would help you guys. Would you like some? I got you. You felt that? Yeah, Keely. That's also why I say that sometimes. I speak on it. I picked up a second ago. I didn't mention it, but I was taking my shoes off, and somebody was like, how do you do that with your eyes closed? I'm just feeling. I have all of the senses, all of the abilities, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, clairalience, clairvoyance. I have all of them, and then some. I dream of Genie. Thanks. Definitely honor that. If you felt that, Keely, I would say probably you are clairsentient. That's being able to feel other people's impressions. You have to be careful about that. We do, those of us who have that, because you don't want to internalize or absorb other people's stuff on accident. Hard to skip 5. I dream of things that are unseen. Hi, Patriot. Thank you. This is my last resort. Yeah, you got it. Feel that in your feet. Also, feel free to hydrate. Please don't cross your arms or your legs. It's not going to hurt either of us, but it's like kinking a hose while you're trying to use it. It's just not as effective. It blocks the circuit. This is a badass mix. This is Last Resort Reloaded by Papa Roach and Jairus Johnson. I like this one. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, get comfortable. Feel free to either sit down or lay down, but don't cross your ankles, your arms. Oh, thank you, Keely. That was the other thing. If you need to like stretch or move around, if you feel like you need to do that, you're welcome to do that. If you get like the shivers or the chills, like that's fine. That's normal. Let it run. That also can be a nervous system reset. It's one of the things that I find Reiki helps me with too. So I love you guys. A yawn also. Yawning is a nervous system reset. Picking up somebody's like sensitive in their stomach issues, or just sensitive. If you need to take care of yourself, do that, please. It's okay. And I'll be gentle with this energetically. I got a call not to do too much on this one or do it too fast. So,
this is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if you don't breathe. Come on, into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if you don't breathe. Come on, into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if you don't breathe. Cut my life into pieces. Fast, 400 on the dash, 55 bills, but 50 for the tax on the bag. I don't really like a bag. Got my shots from the 7 8 6. So I hit it in the morning, so whiskey dick. I don't got all the cash for the flip, the check is free. Bro, from the man, I ain't talking with this. This I make beats and better decisions. You swipe goes, stop the bitching. I ain't really fucking with you if you ain't with the vision. First since you can't do it, pull down my wrist. I ain't spending more money on my hair.
this is to be said.
But she can't get it, she wanna come on and I pop ice cream. She told me that I was out, don't quit the kid.
Anything else? We'll do some more as we go.
Fast, 400 on the dash, 55 bills, but 50 for the tax on the bag. I don't really like a bag. Got my shots from 7 8 6. In the morning, so whiskey dick. I don't got all the cash for the flip, and chicken's free. Bro, for the cat, I ain't talking with this.
Yeah, I feel that too, right in the crown, and then also like almost like moving back into here. I also feel that here. Like there's been a lot of people trying to steal and copy and energy harvesting. That is somebody trying to pull down here also. And then when people are being hateful and nasty and like they're mad at my spiritual abilities, or they're trying to block people from, you just picked up somebody else's energy, right? And so we've got karmics lurking and watching. These are people who get jealous and then they throw spell work at light workers just out of hatred. I don't know, warring. It's really weird. I don't know, man. But that, actually, I do know what they're doing and why they do it, but that's what that is. Karmic? Something not to be, a lesson to learn. Like karma not being a punishment, but a lesson. Like when people are getting karma, it's teaching them that they shouldn't have done something, or they should have done something when they had the opportunity to. That was the right thing to do, or was a better thing to do, or like whatever the case may be. But in a light worker's case, a lot of the time for us, like their lessons, these karmics, are stop being fucking toxic to people. Our lessons are stop tolerating toxic people. Once we do, we've learned that lesson. But these people don't stop being toxic just because we grow. We outgrow them. We learn better than them. We learn that dealing with them is not the right idea. And hello, PTSD is not a person refusing to let go of the past. It is literally the past refusing to let go of the person. So there's that.
See all the dots, see all the Hillary dots. Baby, I ain't trying to talk for just you gotta play more than us. I'm gonna make a beat at your butt. Double 07s, 8, 1, double Oreos, stuff, double up my friends. Fixing on my cab, so I grab my iPhone. She done with the head, got me doing the eye roll. She running on film, gotta check the beer off on my D and her feet, got a second to sing out fast. 400 on the dash, 55 bills, but 50 for the tax on the bag.
Toxic, abusive ex, karmic. Dirty cop, karmic. People who stalk other people and don't know when to mind their own business, like you've seen, harassing, chasing, trying to compete with others, karmic. They're not self-aware. They're too busy focused on other people to have anything going for themselves. Oh yeah. I look cool riding a tiger. Maxi, I love you. Yeah, I can't even spell from right. Bye.
Girl, you got me shook from the way your body looks. Got me riding hooks, got me feeling like a rock. I don't do it by the book, but for you I'll take a look. Don't know what your mama took, sweet and spicy like a cook, yeah. I keep it real, let's make it real. Buy you a meal if you just let me real. Get out your heels, grab out the...
Ah, I like that number 616 Red Lipstick by Speed Gang. I don't know if I know this one, but I like the name. Oh, I know this one. Oh, somebody's mad. I hate her. Well, I probably don't like you either. It's fine. Karmic. Peasantry. Who cares? Bitch on me. You good though? Who is that? Is that Red Hot Chili Peppers that I'm hearing in this? The beats look the same. What is that? You know, tell me. My chat froze. Is it white as snow? Thank you. Why does it sound like a song about cocaine or something? Why? Reincarnation? Yeah. No, I wasn't ignoring you, girl. I just didn't see your comments. You got people spamming. There are a lot of people in here. Almost, what, like 300 right now? So I didn't see your comments. Yes, past life regression is a thing. I'm a past life regressionist. Of course I believe in past lives. 222 next. You're gonna make a picture of me riding a cool dragon? Show me. I wanna see it. Sounds like an adventure to me. Dragon lady.
Black top, big t-shirt, Billy. Watch on my wrist, but I want that. I talk crazy when I put up his sight. Alright, run that shit back with some style. Black top, big t-shirt, Billy. Watch on my wrist, but I want that. Talk crazy when I put up his sight. Alright, rock the money, that's a thing. Put it in perspective. Bitch, I got everything I wanted and some action. I am not the type to turn it into a detective.
Oh, Damien's okay. Put in the bag. Someone wanna come up too? guess so. Let her come out. Unusual. I'm an unusual person. Somebody said you're such a fucking nerd, and I love it. Love it. I heard that. There's no fucking Rishi. Yes, I did. I'm very telepathic. See, Keely, that's why the nasties were trying to send crown chakra, which, by the way, is like right next to the ear chakra attack. It's like on the same parallel here. And also the crown, but yeah, big time here. I don't want you to see and hear and know what I'm doing. Don't fucking do it. Don't try to play around in my energy or fuck with my life and then get mad when God tells me about it. It's like I'm a secret agent. God puts a spiritual Bluetooth in my ear. Circa 2008, bitches! Me? Yeah, are you serious? I want to see your drawings. You can post it in my community board when you're done, but I don't seem to get notifications about that unless I go check manually, so please don't be upset if I haven't responded or haven't seen it. Just let me know in the chat that you've left something there if I've not said anything, and I'll look. If you're for serious. For realsies. No shade. Do you, boo? Cheers, thank you. Yeah, that'll still me. That can be a good way to be, though. That's how my dreams are, too. Like, I mind my business. I don't go digging for people's shit. If somebody's playing around in my energy or trying to mess with my life, that's a different story. But that's not me reading on them and their life. That's me reading on my life and how they're trying to usurp something in my life, cross my spiritual, energetic, physical boundaries in my life, how they are encroaching on my life, what it is that's going on in my energy field. And if their dumbass was stupid enough to try to usurp me, try to come up in my energy field, it's not my fault that I'm reading their energy. They put themselves in my on my radar. That's like knocking on somebody's front door and then being angry that they heard you, looked over and saw you through the glass, noticed you were there. How did you know I was here? Bitch, you're not a secret. Thoughts are loud and ugly, too. I prefer the better ones. My high-frequency vibe tribe. I'll take the nerd comments over that shit any day. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I heard something earlier. I had to look this up. Somebody said, she reminds me of Nimue. Lady of the Lake, keeper of Excalibur, known in Welsh and Celtic mythology. Nimue is a powerful water spirit or sorceress who resides in a mystical lake and acts as the guardian of Babylon. She's famous for bestowing King Arthur his magical sword, Excalibur, making her a symbol of rightful power and divine guidance. What it means if she reminds you of Nimue: she's deep and mysterious. Like the quiet depths of a lake, she has a mysterious, calming, yet powerful presence. She's a source of wisdom or guidance for those around her, perhaps helping others navigate through emotional or life challenges. She carries an innate, almost magical confidence and can take control of situations with elegance and grace. I understood at that point what they were talking about. Subsequently, duality of light and dark was a theme that popped up, often caught between protecting her realm and pursuing her own brand of justice. God sent me as karma. She's deeply connected to nature, the elements, the water, the moon, the ancient forgotten worlds, and has unmatched power. So the little copycats trying to compete, well, that was a kamikaze mission and a death sentence. Not because I said so, because of universal law. And they obviously know diddly squawks. If they did, they'd know that. Evidentiary. She holds immense sway over others, sometimes acting as a guide, other times as a fierce protector. I just mind my business. But I heard you. She reminds me of Nimue. I bet. I can see why. Reiki, California? Oh wait, what happened? What happened in Cali? Where are you? I don't see that person. Oh. Did you mean Alpha? Sticking to the pin. It's bothering me. That's fine. Oh! Yeah, right. Told you. They were trying to pull from the solar plexus, sacral chakra area. Because these bitches have been doing voodoo. Diddly squat. Touching things they know not the first thing about, nor should they be touching in the first place. Blame it on your witchcraft. I could do what they do if I wanted to. You think Freya here? You think I couldn't cast a spell? Bitch, please. I just don't need to. Because I outrank them. I can call shit in without having to do that. I supersede you. I'm stronger than you and more powerful. My gifts outrank yours. But you see, most of these people have none. They've just been faking. I'm not. Ah, I heard that. Is that why none of our spell work is working? Yeah. I'm more powerful than you and it, and all the demons you tried to call to help you. They've been apologizing to me lately. I sent them back. They had two options: to be vanquished or to be sent back to those who called them, and only to be left to siphon from the people who called them, nobody else. And if they run out, when they run out of that person, well, that's too bad. Some of them got wiped out anyway. I don't need to. I know better. Look at the fucking karma that they're getting for trying to play with that shit, especially with the intention and the motive that they've been moving behind, which is evil and nasty. You think I would? They're all jealous. Oh, I'm gonna steal from you and try to stop you and mess with you because I'm jealous. You seems like you've got everything going for you and you're just blessed. No, bitch, I'm in alignment because I refuse to stoop to your level and do that shit. And you're not. You're getting karma, and then you're mad at other people that you're jealous of, trying to compete, but there is no comparison or competition. I wouldn't do shit like that. There is no competition. I don't compete. So how are you going to say that you're at somebody's level who doesn't compete when you're trying to compete, which is beneath me? And how are you going to say that there is a competition when the person who outranks you doesn't compete with anybody but themselves, and you're too busy focused on the person you're jealous of to ever evolve yourself? You don't mind your fucking business. Sheer peasantry. That was. That's right, Dad. Serendipity. That's another thing. I don't dip into stuff that I shouldn't be messing with or do what they're doing. So when God does call me, when the Divine One Spirit does call me to pull out my spiritual assassin badge, well, that's warranted at that point. No holds barred, no apologies, no mercy. She is still God's warrior, bitch. Right there with Archangel Michael. Zadkiel. You tried to come after an angel incarnate, and you thought you did good things in life? A bitch, please. Hecate is the Trinity, but you see God is the combination. Quit playing. I say that because after I did the whole live on the Trinity, one of the last ones I was here, one of those copycats who's blocked but is stalking me so much, she's still popping up on my feed, just put out another bunch of videos, just all mimicking, parroting things I was saying. So stealing. But that was one of the things I noticed. That was the title, something about Hecate. I'm like, you bitch, you have no idea. You have no idea what you're messing with. You don't. No, because I don't call on Hecate. Yeah, heard that, felt that. Yep, I outrank you. Subsequently, there was one of the other copycats, both false prophets. One of them with like, I don't know, a few thousand subscribers, one with like 80,000 who's been telling people to call on fallen angels. Put out another reading today after I called her a narcissist for stealing and grifting and refusing to stop yesterday. Mind you, they're catching karma because God's trying to tell them, stop what you're doing. Like, turn your fucking YouTube off. Stop pretending to be a practitioner. Just stop. Just stop. Stop pretending to help people. You're not. You're a spiritual criminal and a bum. There's the karma. I hate her because she's right. I'm just telling you the truth about yourself. It's not my fault you don't want to hear it. Karma isn't a thing in Christians' eyes. Yes, it is. They call it, Catholics do, divine providence. Means the same thing. It's just in two different languages. So you're not actually arguing anything but the same point in two different languages. So do you have a difference of opinion at that point, or just a language barrier? I don't have that problem. You know what that is, little Christian? Tower of Babel. That's a you issue. I don't have that problem. Seraphim. I commune straight with the divine. So there's that. Cheers. Video that popped up on my feed this morning. She was like, after I called her a narcissist and told her to stop grifting and copying and all that stuff yesterday. I cried in this reading, she said. No? Well, guess what? It's called feign empathy. Narcs do that for attention. You're the best person, something that I've had, the realest person, you're not human, you're the most amazing person I've ever had the honor of reading for. I'm like, first of all, you're not reading. Second of all, you didn't give you permission. Third, that's just a grift. Stop faking, Bronwyn. Who has 80,000 followers and has been telling people to call on fallen angels. It's not speculation. I saw it. It popped up on my feed. That's when I realized she was a fraud. I had some weird vibes, but that was a huge red flag. It was about that time there were a couple of things I noticed. And a copycat. I was quiet about it. I just blocked her and moved on, but she didn't. She stalked me for months and kept getting worse till I finally had to say something about it. Ain't no changing places. I'm so tired of it. Can we swap the station? It's just the same thing every time. It never changes. Got the windows down and I see it from. Heard this song for the 19th time. Oh, Bailey, don't. With your little self-righteous Bible thumping. No. That's not what you're doing. You're not being Jesus like you're being a hateful ass bitch. Get out. Don't hide behind your Bible. I've got one on my shelf. I'm just fine without you. And you're wrong. Are you good, though? Why are you so bothered? About what I do in my house. I'm scrolling, bitch. I'm gonna pray for you. God and I don't like you. I talk to God every single day. I talk to God just before I came here. You know, not the first thing. Get out of my church. Cheers. Jesus loves you. I know. I love Jesus too. We're tight. He and I are homies. No, it's nothing. No, I'm not doing nothing. When I walk away after leaving a mic drop, that's me leaving the shit energy with the person who tried to throw it at me. And me walking out of their projections. And then I come back in my own space. That's a you problem. Aw. Your future self! Your future self! Bitch, I'm a seer. You don't think I saw that? I know where I'm going. Hate that bitch. In fact, because she wouldn't stay out of my energy, I did pull a reading for myself earlier about the situation. Guess what popped out? That bitch is canceled. Bronwyn's Cove Tarot. 11/11. Don't do that anymore. Problematic person. Nobody will want around. Scammer. Scam alert. May feel like your haters are winning the battle because no, I see it. It's all fake. Because you do not see their karma, but your spirit team is whooping their asses. I know. Do not focus on their karma. That's a you problem. Focus on your healing and victory over your enemies. They can't stop you. No, I've been stalking my house online. I just kept it pushing. In fact, I need to go switch the laundry. A group are plotting and planning for bad things to happen to you. However, it's not going to work. You already know, bitch. I'm a seer. You don't have anything to post until you come here and watch and then grift and repeat what I'm doing and saying. I don't do that. I talk to God. What do you mean? This hater's performing. I've been seeing car crashes, but not us. It's like these karmics are getting into car crashes, so their cars are shitting the bed. It's backlash for this, trying to restrict people's freedom and movement on whatever level, or cause blockages or disturbances, or just interrupt the flow of things. Even if it's a ripple effect, like causing business nonsense, drama, damages, challenges, something that has to pause and be addressed for a second to the point where it pulls energy or focus or movement towards other things. That's a ripple effect. You get karma for all of that. Hater performing spell work and it's backfiring on them to cause mechanical breakdowns on your car or family. Copycat bitch. Everything you do, they do it. And they say they did it first. Beware of this person and try to avoid them at all costs. I do. I've got this bitch blocked, have for months, but she stalks me so much. It's every day. It's been every day. It's gotten worse. She's like looped herself into some kind of spiritual psychosis or something. Spiritual narcissism. Haters are recruiting more narcissistic people to come up against you. That's a them problem. They're all going to go down together. Oh yeah, somebody's mad. I feel that. Oh. You got them big mad, pissed off. They're mad because of your success, high energy, the way you walk, talk, and dress. See, they're trying to copy that too. They're speaking upon you. Yeah, God told me. Some of these people, they wanted to push the buttons because they thought I wouldn't speak on it. No, I just wasn't going to name drop in a lot of cases and I'm not in a lot of cases because these people don't need to chase clout off of me. That's what they're doing. They want attention from me. But in some cases, I'm seeing do you know when somebody where is this from? Is this like a city thing? From a movie or something? It's like when somebody gets caught stealing from a store, their face is plastered in a poster, like a theft poster. Like this person has stolen from this place and so this person's banned, but they put it right in the window for everybody to see. It's like something like that. They're speaking upon you. No, you wanted to play around with my energy. If God tells me to drag you, you better sit down and take it. You think I'm a Jezebel bitch? Oh, I heard that earlier, actually. Where is she? They were panicking because I didn't come here at like 9 or 9:30 Eastern like I often do. Well, she must be like sleeping around or no, bitch. There's no way she could just spend all the time alone and be content. Actually, I was with the cats. In fact, it's very peaceful here. I got a lot done. Subsequently, Jezebel, he says, maybe Angel Michael destroy you. No, Uno reverse. In fact, I spoke to Michael just before coming here. Michael and I are kin. So what you did was just effectively call my family to try to attack me while insulting me in the request for assistance to attack. And that's fucking foul. I just heard that your life is ruined now. Ooh. Yikes. Oh, see, look, no weapon, no energy. Yeah, there's just demon, the same demon energy jumping from body to body. Whatever toxic vessel is low vibrational and trashy enough to be open. Windows down, keys in the ignition, doors unlocked. Motherfuckers. You're lazy and sleazy and cheap. Creepy. Imagine where they might be in life if they invested a fragment of the energy they spent in stalking and trying to copy and steal from other people and actually working on their own bullshit, doing some real shadow work, facing themselves and who they truly are. But they don't want to do that. They'd rather try to fuck people over and delude themselves or other people into thinking it's fun. It's not rich. But no negative energy or weapon formed against me shall prosper. Every evil eye focused on you will go blind. Well, good. She's got 4. Release. I'm safe. I'm above your spell work, bitch. You can get fucked. Kindly. I'm going to go continue my self-care. Should have worked on yourself. So now, as a result, I get blessings and abundance. Next. Do a mic drop, Sarah, didn't I just? Don't mind me. Put that back where it belongs. He's obsessive, he's dramatic, he's a loner, he's an addict, he's so content, problematic. I'm the bad guy, I'm a loser, I'm a psycho. Yeah, I want you to get nasty, nasty. Yeah, I want you to get nasty, nasty. Yeah, I want you to get nasty. Do that thing you never like, don't watch it, it's you right. Yeah, she a shy girl, but she a freak deep down. Pussy royalty needs to be crowned. We should leave town. Sex battle overseas, broke your hands and broke your knees. Roll over, grab hold of knees, show me where you
had to take it. Had that headboard, hold on tight until we got to break it. She wants more, she has preserved war for orientation. Don't just address me with your eyes, with your hands, with your mouth, just fly. Yeah, I want you to get nasty. Yes, yeah, I want you to get nasty. Yes, yeah, I want you to get nasty. Do the things of my life, no, I just need you right. Yeah, she says, baby, there's only way I know. I said, okay, good girl, try to test our patience, we didn't care for. Time me up in the morning, now I'm going to head start. Baby, don't be ashamed, I'm craving it every day. We can wait till the weekend for you to call out my name. Baby, we can do this often. Get those pants bothering me, take them off. Yeah, I want you to get nasty. Yes, yeah, I want you to get nasty. Yes, yeah, I want you to get nasty. Do that day in my life, don't watch it, just me and you, alright? Yeah, I want you to get nasty. Yes, yeah, I want you to get nasty. Yes, yeah, I want you to get nasty. Do that day in my life, don't watch it, just me and you, alright? Bottles of bubbles, guys with tattoos and the ones who are trouble. She got someone, but it don't mean a thing. Cause she came to me without a wedding ring. Now I am waiting, I don't see no problem. Laying you down from the top to the bottom. Keep it a secret, you know what I mean. As long as you keep bringing that to me. But it don't know that it's getting up. At the body shop, there's something unholy. He said that while she going in, she been running it. Yeah, she push it down slowly. Oh, we go. He left his kids out. Oh, we go. So we can get that. But we don't know that he's getting up. At the body shop, there was something unholy. Doesn't make a difference, you cancel all your plans. You don't get a lot, but you ain't no way. The last like that, baby, you know I'm a fan. Call you when I can, see you every time I get a chance. Even when I'm all the way your friends, hit it when you land. You don't never book it in advance, cause the boy out here get advanced. We been fucking all weekend and that was Monday. Lord knows that you let me get home on Sunday. I knew that you would love it and you would one day. They can hear you screaming my name right up in the hallway like. Say my name, baby, say my name. If you want this dick, you gon' take this pain. Only thing you got on is my diamond chain, okay? Money don't know that he's getting hot. At the body shop, doing something unholy. He said that, cause she's dropping it.
I've been picking this up actually for a while. There are these karmic widows. And who's Jezebel's husband again? King something or other? Terrible man. Terrible creature. Ahab. Yes, thank you. House God in my ear. Ahab. Bailey, so fuck you. You can get fucked too. Get off my feed. And she talks about God. Look at you, trying to harass somebody in a comment section, but you want to talk about being godly, bitch. I'm in my house. What are you doing here? Keep scrolling. I'd say I love you, but I don't. Next. You're being a demonic little brat. Get out. You don't come here to be nice. So yeah, bitch, that's harassment. What else would you call that? Get the fuck out of my house. Like, go find a friend or something. This is probably why you don't have any. Why you're here trying to bother people on the internet. Keyword is trying. But I see that you're bothered, because look at how long you've been here. I just looked down and you're still here. Yes, you are. You're in my house. You're in my kitchen. Through a screen, but a digital portal nonetheless. Next. You don't see me coming up into your house being a bitch. If you want to come up in my house and cause a problem, I'll be a bitch. Don't start none, there won't be one, bitch. Ladies, don't start none, but I will finish them. You're not invited. Bitch, you're not invited. You invited yourself and you're unwanted. What does it say about you? I wouldn't invite you. I would not come to your house even if you did invite me. But I didn't invite you and I don't want you here. And look at you, still here. Read the room. is she, 14? Well, that makes a lot more sense. No. Because Bailey's been here before, I think. Just what you do best. Just what you do best? Be a cunt? Is that what you want? You want a reaction, Mitch? Sure. Everything's just fine. Slip it again, then I go slip it again. I'm acting different again. I see my family's reflection every time I look in the cup and I sip it again. After the sins, tell me after all the sins, will I be mentioned again? Why do I care? If in the end it's just me and God, like I'm preaching again. Before my dad left this earth, he made sure I took on every quality I didn't want. I fucking hate her. She's not afraid of me. No! You pissant. You're pathetic. Was a dark birth, gave me a chance and I fucked it up. Give me another one. I've been running from secrets I hate as a kid. Afraid of what? You're being a petulant brat. You're wanting my attention like I'm a mother. Afraid of what? Your child. I'm coming back, just let me go. Behaviorally, energetically speaking. I outranked you. I'm coming back, just let me go. I'm coming back, don't let me go. What's the verse about a plank in the eye? The character that I've been playing is really just broken the fucking loss. I swear I've been telling you. Or her foot in her mouth. But they don't hear nothing on me because they're too busy trying to write me off. And they go on and on and on. It's funny because if we just sat and talked, you see that it's just hard for me to be vulnerable because I blocked it off. I got trust issues growing up, no one was there to hear what I thought. Fucking hate her. Good. It's a good name for a trans band digital portal. It is. Yeah. Me? Not me. Are you picking up on that too? I know, they're bugging out. Oh no, I'm amused right now. I'm pitching my Heyoka empath. What do you mean? No? I really thought that was like, I was just going to say, they were trying so fucking hard. I was like, they really thought that was a good idea. No, bitch. It's not working. No. Exactly. We're right on the same page. I love that. My vibe tribe is picking up on the same wavelength. You guys rock. Also? Keep working on that. Some of you are learning to honor your instincts, spiritual gifts, and what have you. More. That's pretty cool. New claws are good. I think I might have some gems. Look up. It says sugar on the tips. SUGAR. I would skip to roses red at the bottom. Roses red. Yeah, this is being recorded by me. You're recording too? That's weird. All right. Is somebody saying that? Buying subs. I picked something up about that. A gossip on the spirit realm the other day. That's hilarious. No, would not do that. I prefer organic. People. Thank you. Like, what will be the point of that also? I don't understand. Does that make you feel better about yourself? That's a weird thing to spend money on, I think. I think it's a waste of money. You could just, I don't know, come up with something original and creative. Some people don't have that.
Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like SeraFae, young Enrique, speaking at AKA, she's an alpha, but not around the boys, she get quiet around the boy, hold on, mama, what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy, going dumb, and it's so
Joey!
she wearing cheetah print, that's how much you get spotted around the boy.
Yeah, I'm not a cult though. No, we don't do that here. The art of non-attachment of people. I go, well, that's fine, that's their prerogative. I don't necessarily let people back after that either, but no. My daughter and I have been oppressed and held hostage. I don't do that to people. Excuse you.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She's 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is, I don't know what's inside. But you can put a girl on me. Young M-I-S-S-I-O-N-A-R-Y. You sharp like barbed wire. She stole my heart that she got archived. I keep it short with it, short dark wire. All the girls in the front row. All the girls in the barricade. All the girls who've been waiting all day. Let your tongue hang out. Fuck everything.
Interesting. Do that next.
Got your shit together, then it's gonna be a hard pass. You my car, break my heart. You might have a real chance. If your mom and daddy did, they love you unconditional. It's a win. I'm already
Somebody's so mad. Whoops, I didn't mean to switch that. Are you also hearing that? I fucking hate her. Somebody's so angry. Why are you so mad? Oh, you just told me. But really, it's not. They don't hate me. They hate that I am everything that reminds them of their failures. I'm everything they're not, and they can't be, and they won't be. And so I remind them of their, I guess, perceptions of shortcomings or whatever it is, insecurities. And so they get mad at me for that projection. I had to do this one. Oh, I like this one. Get mad they saw the real queen. And that they look like fraudulent people in comparison. Fraudulent peasants at that, trying to snatch a queen's crown. A true blue blood at that. Energy vampire. That's exactly what that is. Let's do one more. Empty vessels lost at sea, no direction, no purse at life. Yes. That's very poetic, Max. Intuitive heart. I like this song. What am I wearing? Outfit. Alright, this isn't tarot, actually. I can read tarot too, but no, this isn't tarot. Know what you're talking about before you try to insult people. I know they leave it all in pretty much one lump sum anyway, but just, there is a difference. No. You shouldn't pick up tarot. God told me to. Anybody could pick up a deck of cards. Not everybody's a reader. Not everybody is connected. Many are called, few are chosen. Plenty show up that aren't called or chosen, but they want the clout or what they perceive as attention or money or whatever it is they think they'll get from it. Notoriety in the end. Yeah, I do read tarot. I read anything. I read anything. Girl, I'll read the fucking hair on the side of a shower wall. Straight up. Just like tea leaves. Clouds in the sky. I can read anything. But I also read tarot. I really like the Lenormand. I have a lot of Lenormand decks, actually. Right, exactly. Just because you pick up a baseball doesn't make you an MLB player. That's right, Maxi. Right on. That's 2 for 2. 3 strikes, you're out! I knew what they are. It was funny. The baseball jokes. Yeah, they were also trying to stall people out. It's called bulking in the game of baseball. Do you know about bulking? Robert Van Horn did this in court. This is what the angel showed me years ago. It's an analogy. If you have a pitcher in baseball, sometimes they do the fake out throws, and their goal is to try to get the batter to swing batter, because they want the batter to strike out. They want them to swing when there's no ball because it's a negative point for the batting team, or it's a gain for the pitching team. I don't remember. One of the two, both. I don't know. It's been a long time, but either way, what ends up happening sometimes is a pitcher will just continually fake out and not throw the ball, and that's not actually playing baseball. That's just being a ball hog at that point, and it's against guideline laws like baseball law. So a referee will say, you know more about sports than me. Like they'll put a negative mark or put an end to the bulking, it's called, from the pitcher, if they see that they're just faking out continually and not even trying to throw the ball, not even once, they just want the batter to keep getting misses, strikes from swinging without a ball. And that's not how you play, but it's cheating. It's not fair sportsmanship. The goal of the pitcher is not, even like they can do it sometimes, but not every single time for the whole round with a batter, with that batter and that pitcher. Can they just pretend to fake out and be a ball hog? That's foul. In basketball, that would be a problem too. Because the job of the pitcher is in the pitcher's name, which is to pitch, not continually hold the ball and never let it slip from their fingers. So eventually they get negative marks for that. But sometimes, just like I'm getting another download, it's like these karmics thought they were getting away with things for a while. No, God was watching to see if you were actually going to properly play fairly, or whether you needed to have your hand forfeited for you, spiritually and otherwise, since you didn't want to do it. Somebody else will call the game on your ass. What I mean is an automatic lose. I guess you're getting karma. If somebody gets caught cheating or trying to drag out the game like that, it's automatic win that goes to the other team that was being cheated against. So, beyond that, this was real life and not a game of baseball. They should have just minded their business. It wasn't a competition. They should have stayed in their lane. We were content in ours. But there it is. Get another vision. It's like rules of a roadway. There, in some cases, one person on the road has the right of way when you're driving. It goes with insurance law. If someone else has the right of way and you go and there's a car crash because of it, that's your liability, as the insurance company will calculate. Meaning you need to stay in your own lane. They're being nasty and malicious and trying to steal from people and undercut people and throw spell work and be sneaky and retaliative and very immature. It's toxic, petty, abusive, even covertly and underhandedly, narcissistically. And there's no room for that on the roadway at all, ever. So again, why the fuck would they think that applying that into business or people's home lives or personal lives would be fine? It's against the law, dude. Spiritually speaking and otherwise. I think that's why I like this song. I'm pretty sure I have a video to this song. It's Wildflower on my Shiloh Horizon channel, my dance channel. I think I do. Whatever learned during the stream should be studied as a hate crime. That's correct. Those behaviors are hate crimes in a variety of ways, depending on the case, but yeah. Some of these people in some cases were racially charged. In other cases, they were, let's say somebody was injured or trying to recover from something they thought that they were superior. That's ableism. As if just because they hadn't been injured that someone else was beneath them. Like, the fuck? You wait till karma catches your ass. God saw that. Hey, friends. Benevolence, I just heard. And my music paused on its own. Stopped. Froze. Benevolence comes full circle to the giver. I heard. But these people are greedy. They wonder why they don't have things. They're fucking greedy. And then often, if they do anything, like one of the posts, I saw one of them pop up despite the fact that I have her blocked today. I'm gonna feign empathy, and she called me a narcissist yesterday. So let me tell you this reading made me cry. The honor of reading for no, bitch, stop watching me and then talking about it and calling it a reading. If it wasn't so foul, it'd be more amusing. I can't help it. The hate getting me. Like, are you a god, bitch? Obviously not. Trying so hard. Right. Is there a dance channel? Yeah, Shiloh Horizon. Should be on my homepage. He must think that I have this on a loop or something. No. What do you mean? Alright, let's skip this. Love that for me. Forgotten by Midas and Crystal Skies. Let's see. Let's skip 3. I hear 1, 2. Oh, that's interesting. Glitch? I like that. Hi, how are you? So you like this song? This is Into You by Dreamer's Delight. Dreamer's Delight. Oh, the nasty, nasty karmic energy. You get out of my face, bitch. Yeah, I hate you. I don't like you. That's fine. You know, hate takes energy, right? You could invest that elsewhere, like more productively. Also, you don't have to say everything you think. Your thoughts are loud and ugly, though. God damn it, I didn't say it! Yeah, but you're all up in my grill. I heard that shit. Get on the kitchen. Stop watching. Stop fussing and focusing on me. Stop being obsessed. Dreamer's Delight. Into You. Sweet dreams, Keely. 478. That's right. Also, future. If you're looking for a natural sleep remedy, valerian root can be a nice one. Magnesium, also. Get some water. Glitch. I love glitch. Skip 2. 1, 2. Okay, I'll do some base nectar, I suppose. Dude. I just heard fire in the hole! Right. Right on, man. Pardon me. Excuse me. Karmic. God damn it, she's too fucking good. I can't compete with, I can't keep up, I can't. Just stop trying. Just get out. Ugh. God, you trigger the ENFP repulsion switch. You're gross. Get out. Just learn your fucking lesson, dude. On repeat. Broken record. Get out. This is why people don't like you, and you have to try to pretend to be someone you're not and be fake for what you perceive as some kind of success, attention, or something. How unsatisfying and fulfilling. Look how unhappy you still are. Even if these people weren't just karmic wastes of space, a lot of them, not all of them, they're never going to find their own path and purpose by chasing someone else or someone else's. That's how you run further away from it. That's how you forfeit it, even. Too busy chasing someone else to ever find themselves. To face themselves. Greed is a nasty disease. Golden, yeah, this is my grandma's. It's got a peace dove on it. How old do you think I am? That is the question. Base nectar. Yeah, I've seen base nectar. The visuals on the screen were fire. Really badass. About 43,000, 4,300 years old. Probably older than that, but... Ooh, I love glitch. How many lives? Yeah. Fire in the hole. It's so funny. I'm so mad. You fucking bitch! Why do you have to be so good at everything you do? Oh, smoke ring. Love that for me. Hurt. Oh, your thoughts are very loud and ugly. Why are you so jealous? Homegrown organic. What strain? 26? No. I'll be 34 this week. Cheers. Thank you. I'm a mom too. Hathaway. I didn't see that. Oh yeah. Yankee. Actually, I remember there were lives where my late husband was physically in human body. He was actually in a war, in the opium war, actually, specifically at that point. Not in this life, in a previous life. But I wasn't incarnate in that life. I was his spirit guide, and it was so sad. It would make me so sad. He really struggled in that life. He had some head trauma in that life that manifested as some other stuff, stressors, trauma in this one. And it came down his bloodline. He was the third, right? Oh, his dad, his grandfather, and him all had the same name. What was his birthday? February 14th. He was born on Valentine's Day. Aquarius, air sign, mental energy. And in that particular life, that wasn't the only one he lived, but yeah, it did create a bit of a crown chakra block at a certain point, which can happen if there's a past life injury that's not fully healed. But I digress. I believe his grandpa was as well, possibly, but his father was in the military and came out with all kinds of stuff. It all just kind of came down the bloodline. But I remember in that particular life where that trauma started, I can pinpoint where it started with him, and then he was reborn into the family of his grandfather and his dad, and then him. But the dad had the military stuff, like the pattern just spilled right down. And you know what? He actually cleared it the night he died. It's Archangel Michael. Energetic block. Epigenetic trauma. That's it. That's right. It's why I work with biohacking also. It's to unwire and undo that. Anxiety as well. People say that things are like they just run in the family or they're inherited. And in some cases, yes, but in other cases that was not always the case. It's like somebody went through something really stressful and really traumatic and it made them so anxious that when they had offspring, or when this affected the way that their offspring were brought up and what have you, it hit their nervous system similarly and therefore carried over. It's not inherited, it's yes but no. And so you can unprogram that as well. You can deprogram that, rewire. That's right. Cortisol passes through cholesterol. Does it? Cholesterol? Well, I mean, everything does. Hormones and everything too, so makes sense. That's why you have to be careful with everything. Medication, skincare as well. You have to be very careful about what skincare you use, because certain things can absorb into your skin and you don't want that to affect the baby. Yeah. But anyway, I digress. All of it spilled down from like the head trauma and the actual trauma, and all tying back to like military stuff came from his life in the Opium War. I was a spirit guide at that point, but I remember it. Said something about when you remember biohacking. That's right. Tap into our DNA. We can. That's right. I've been hearing codons lately. Something about codons has to do with the proteins. You have a TBI and you got rewired in some kind of way. Oh, absolutely. That it changes. Is it? Well, your username is PTSD, right? Yep. Even if it's not physical trauma, PTSD rewires the brain. Do I hear the frequency? I hear ultrasound machines. It's not supposed to be humanly possible. It's actually 1 in a million. But I was hearing it in the doctor's office, and the doctor realized what I was doing and kind of looked at me funny and then pulled my mom to the side and said, "Do you know what your daughter's doing right now?" Opium war. Nope. No, it was fucked up. Yeah, TBI is not easy. However, especially if it's trauma related, EMDR therapy can be something that helps rewire that. TBI is a traumatic brain injury. And you can get that from a concussion, like a physical injury, but you can also get that from stress, like overwhelm of stress, especially long-term prolonged stress. It damages the hippocampus and the prefrontal cortex and the amygdala, which affect a lot of things. Fear, it's the fear center, it's the memory center, it's the focus center, it is the emotional regulation and processing center. So it's easier to be on edge and harder to ground back out from it. The worse the trauma injury is, typically speaking, if it's trauma related, like PTSD versus CPTSD. People who have PTSD think that it's hard, and trust me, I did. But let me tell you what, CPTSD is way harder. And so, for somebody who has never had PTSD or never had anything beyond PTSD, be grateful. It's a good place to start healing from. It's a better place to start healing from than CPTSD. It means you have less healing to do at that point. So, yeah. Yeah, people misjudge. Educated, yes. Biologically educated, yes. People misjudge me pretty regularly. They have for a long time. They're shallow, so they think I'm shallow. They think I'm pretty, so they think I can't possibly be smart. Yeah, EMDR therapy can rewire and regrow that brain capacity. But you can't really heal in a place or around the people that are making you hurt or sick. And well, it's possible to some degree, and mind you, with a level of suffering and degradation of quality through the process. It's better just to stay away from the toxicity altogether. Like, it's possible to maintain some degree of stability in most hopeful cases. It's harder, and I guess I should say sometimes for some people. It depends on the case, but it's possible to do some healing, even if it's just in regards to like maintaining some level through the process of being put in that negative position. But thank you. Better if you don't have environments that are unhealthy to you, rather than berate the flower for struggling to grow in a toxic environment. Change the environment. Hello. How are you? Spend time with people who lift you up, right? That's funny. Eat colorful food. It's usually the most nutritious. So, like vegetables and things like that with lots of color in them will have more nutrients, typically speaking, than white food, although there are still some nutrients in those, just different kinds of them. Let's do this one first, actually. Take some time to define your own personal values. That's so funny. Yeah. I won't be tolerating shit from nobody. Intuitive heart. Step into your True destiny. Fearful heart. Yeah, see, there are fear and intimidation tactics going on, including the stalking and what have you. So the spell work. It's time to shine. Betrayed heart. Right. Toxic people. Risk opening up to life and love, but there are healthy connections or love coming through. Right, raw food, eat light. That's right. I'm making some juice tomorrow. Grieving heart, open doors to something new. Longing heart, value what you have and more will appear. I said something about that recently. Gratitude begets more gratitude, more things to be grateful for. Remorseful heart, forgive and move ahead. I'm like, I forgive these people for being the clowns that they are. Can't blame a clown for being a clown, it's just who they are. But I'm not buying tickets to their circus, tolerating shit from any of them. Resilient heart, it's time to rebuild. Exactly. Without these people, they can't come. They ruin themselves trying to steal or ruin us. That was their fault. And their karma. Nakazi mission. Next. Okay. Angry. I hate her. No, she's right about everything. She really needs to sit down and think about ourselves. Oh. Yeah, there she go. God damn, she really is telepathic. Yep, there she gets here and that's funny. Sit here and keep speaking the thoughts in this Carmic's head, and then I see her suddenly click off my feed and stop scrolling. She's like, fuck, I can't sit here. She's just like reading my thoughts, and maybe if I get off her feed, she'll stop hearing my thoughts. And I saw that. I saw you panic scroll. Let me get out of here. You should have stayed out of my house. God damn, she's good. Yeah, well, guess what? I have that dirty cop video from the sexual harassment. I'll be posting it next. And in that, you can hear the sexual harassing cop. I'm like, hey, don't let the cats out. Please don't let the cats out. I'm taking care of the animals. I have to take care of the animals. Don't let the cats out. You let my cats out. And this sexual harassing cop is like, God damn it. Cursing God in my kitchen. In my house, in my church that they defiled and disturbed the peace of. Oh no. No, I have another one. You haven't seen that one yet. It hasn't gone live yet. It's ready to go, but it's not up yet. I have another one. See, that was the rookie. The one you saw? That was the rookie cop. He was the youngest. In this next one, you'll see the other two cops that were in the mix. One's I think he's like 42. And he just stood there and watched. He like complicity, silence being complicity, tolerance being complicity. And then the older one, the oldest one, who's now retired, could lose his pension over this. That's the sexual harasser. He's also with the one that was aggressive with me, as well as the one who physically injured me. You saw that, but he also slammed he didn't realize that I had a friend on FaceTime. I turned, hi, thank you, all of the, like the brightness down on the computer so they couldn't see what was on it. And I had somebody on FaceTime, a witness live, because I knew they were dirty. And you can hear me say, careful, careful. And he slams the laptop shut and he takes it and he puts it elsewhere. And I have everything else on body camera audio, you know. Anyway, so it doesn't matter. But the cuffs clicking deliberately after you said something was a line cross. And I warned him twice about it, like not to do it. And then said, okay, you did the thing I warned you not to do. And then he did it more. Like that's excessive force. And I wasn't resisting, even though I was innocent. I am innocent. I've been vindicated on that. All charges dropped, but nonetheless. Why all charges dropped? Because I could have heard that too. Because I could prove that they were lying and it was a setup. And had a lawyer do it in court. It wasn't hard, I just told the truth. They made fake accounts. And or used Photoshop. Because they did. They put me on like a fake dating chat network website. Like a Christian chat. So stupid. Ah. Yeah. But I have this other one. That'll go up tomorrow. I think. I'm just going to do it today, but it's already up. It's like ready to go. Hey, kitty kitty. But between all of that, you can hear him say, God damn it. In my house. It's loud too. Really? Yeah. Don't get me wrong, there are criminals that belong where they belong. And there are people who abuse their positions of power also against innocent people. I just heard leverage. Leverage. Pros? Yes. Starfish. Okay, that is okay.
Starfish? It was my Nana's. Same as the necklace. Sorry. Conjured you. How are you doing? Okay, this is Dead Mal 5, but and it's called monophobia, but I kept reading it for a second. I was like, does that say misophonia? Okay, somebody has that. I was just eating. No, that was a date and homemade protein crackers with a little bit of protein dip that I made. Just need to make sure my blood sugar is stable. Legend. Mama. Cheers. I think it's Dead Mouse, actually. I think the 5 is an S. It's pronounced Dead, yeah. That's what a lot of kids at school used to call it. I think they were reading it. It must have been on like a Now 15 CD. Or, why did I say 15? Now, you know, like the Now numbers. I bet it was. Yep, there it is. It was featured on Now 73. And then 11? So, yeah, that's where a lot of kids at school called it. I think they were just mispronouncing it.
It's nice to see you. In my mind, De Niro, Gigi. In my mind, in my mind. Love you, love you. How are you, Dave? It's nice to see everybody. Hello. Hi, Shiloh. Let's fucking go, chat. I'm bullying my chat. Who are you? Troll bones for dinner. Troll soup. I don't think that'll be very appetizing though. Trolling. Don't give a fuck. Superpowers. I like this song. space.
Can't start talking about nerd things and not expect me to be interested. Don't leave me hanging. The bandana, I don't know. Maybe let it fall. No. Also, bandana, they don't deserve the attention. Sometimes we hand them their behinds on a silver platter, though. Ow, that's hot. Hot! Sweet dreams, Dan. Love you. Is anyone there? You're welcome. So much space.
That's why I move, mate. There's trauma and tension. You can curl under and recoil. It can mess with your posture. The hips are connected to every other part of the body, so it often will start at the hips, especially because people tend to be like curled up in fetal position or like in defense mode, and it does affect everything posturally, but that affects everything else. However, yeah, usually the SI and the hips are pretty common starting point. And then other things can overcompensate to try to make up for that misalignment if it's not addressed, especially quickly, or like maintain with physical therapy of some kind, just like working out or something. That can affect the breathing, can affect the nerves and the muscles and all of the other joints and what have you, but it can also affect the fascia, and it can affect ouch, even the bones in the face are all connected over time. It's very damaging. Oh goodness. Yeah, you don't want to overdo it or push it, but physical therapy can help. Or just gentle yoga often. Heat. Try like a warm shower or a bath before you stretch or do yoga. Don't overdo it, but yeah, also understand that has to be a regular thing. Because the muscles are kind of like coiled up, sort of, and you can stretch, but then if you go, like, they'll start to coil back up if you don't do so regularly. Good intermission.
Did I levitate? So it looks like. It does kind of look like the dam. That's funny.
Serpentine. Serpentine.
I dropped one.
Too much.
Well, you gotta go find less, man. That's fine. Like I said earlier, non-attachment. Live and let live. I'm just doing my yoga routine. One of them. No, it's just a flow session. Sure.
Don't hold back for anyone, he says. Inner light, Elder Brooke and Bob Moses.
I remind you of Samara from The Ring.
You know why? She came back and haunted people for 7 days. It's because she was abused and then thrown in the well for 7 days. So that's why her ghost held onto that number. It's really sad, actually. Kind of resonate with that. Pretty boy. No, that is a sketchy movie. She's scary when she's haunting people.
Sometimes a blend is nice. Good, I hope you're comfortable. I don't like that. This needs to be on the floor. water also. Alright, guys, the song is called I Like You by Davide. I have true crime to unwind with a little bit. This is Coffee House Crimes.
I need you to take a deep breath. What's going on? My husband, I just don't like office. My husband's not breathing. He's cold. I need you to take a deep breath. What's going on? My husband, I just don't like office. I need you to confirm it for me. Is he not breathing? What happened today?
My husband passed away unexpectedly last year, so it's March 4th was a 1-year anniversary for us, and he was 39. It completely took us all by shock.
The evidence will prove that Corey Richins murdered Eric for his money and to get a fresh start at life.
Hi folks, my name is Adrian, and it was on March the 4th, 2022, and inside a family home just outside of Park City in Utah, that a truly horrifying nightmare was unfolding. Inside that property, officers found 3 children, a panic-stricken mother, and at the center of it all, a 39-year-old man named Eric Richins, who was unresponsive in the bedroom. Paramedics did absolutely everything that they could, but unfortunately, Eric was too far gone to be saved. The news was absolutely devastating for his entire and extended family, and for many of them, it was almost impossible to understand. In the months that followed, his wife Corey would even publish a children's in an effort to try with his death, which of course sounds beautiful and deeper into that maybe grief that created it. And trust me here, but you will really want because it truly was unbelievable. Welcome or Coffee House Crime.
Yeah, we've seen that one before. Or I have anyway. She kept
like going on TV shows and stuff like that and talking about how she was this poor widow and all this stuff. Meanwhile, she'd killed her husband. I thought her name sounded familiar. I remember, like, I think wrote a children's book about grief or something when she was a murderer for money. Murdered her husband and wrote about it for profit. I'm letting the system reboot. Hold on. Chicken soup. Hydrate. I hear Caramel by Sleep Token in my ears. I've been hearing that on and off all day, actually, but hear it again. Hello. Thank you. One love. We're back. Let me pull.
Yes, I'm so crazy. She's cold. I need you to take a deep breath. What's going on? My husband. He's a my doctor. I need you to confirm it for me. Is he not breathing?
What happened today? Too far gone to be saved. The news was absolutely devastating for his entire and extended family, and for many of them, it was almost impossible to understand. In the months that followed, his wife Corey would even publish a children's book about grief and loss in an effort to try to help them come to terms with his death. Which of course sounds beautiful until investigators started to dig deeper into her profile and realized that maybe Corey wasn't just writing about grief, but she could have actually been the one that created it. And trust me here, but you will really want to see what happened at her sentencing, because it truly was unbelievable. Welcome back to Coffee House Crime, folks. My name is Adrian, and I post up to 2 times a week here, usually on stories around true crime. So, if that's your kind of thing, please do consider subscribing. Thank you. And I also sell my own coffee, so if you'd like to grab a bag, go to classifiedcoffeeco.com. And so on that note, please grab yourself a coffee and let's get ready for the deep dive today.
No, go to
This
sleep.
is the case of Corey Richards. Welcome to Utah, folks. It's a state known for its red rock canyons, snow-covered mountains, Mormon roots, expensive ski towns, and apparently the rubber chicken industry. It's a beautiful state that is filled with many interesting and quirky people, and has high standards for safety too. Not exactly the kind of state that you'd expect elaborate crime stories to happen in. But unfortunately, here we are. Just outside of Park City sits the small mountain community of Camas, a place that is surrounded by open roads, cozy homes, and, of course, the Wasatch Mountains in the distance. The entire area is peaceful, picturesque, and exactly the kind of place where families move when they want space and safety. And on the surface, Eric and Corey Richards did seem to have built exactly that kind of lifestyle. However, on the morning of March the 4th, 2022, all of that suddenly changed. It was around 3:20 that morning that Corey dialed 911, and this is what she had to say.
Hello, I just the emergency. Yes, I'm so crazy. She's cold. Okay, Okay, tell me exactly what happened. No, I don't know. I was sleeping with my kids. Okay, I can't admit that. I need you to take a deep breath. What's going on? I don't know. I was sleeping in with my kids. I just came in the bed, in our bed, and I turned over, and he's just cold. He's just cold. Who's cold? My husband. I turned the light on. He's not breathing? I need you to confirm it for me. Is he not breathing? No. Okay, can you do CPR? No, I don't know how. You don't know, I'm gonna tell you how to. Are you willing to do CPR? Yeah. Okay.
To summarize, Corey told dispatchers that her husband, Eric, was no longer breathing, and apparently, not only was he cold to the touch, but he no longer had a pulse. And when emergency responders arrived, they found him lying in the bedroom. This was the home of a modern family. Eric and Corey were married, had 3 young sons together, and were otherwise living fairly ordinary lives. Eric worked in masonry and construction, while Corey was involved in real estate. And together, they looked like the kind of family that you'd hope to one day have. They had a nice house, adorable children, matching outfits, and a kitchen island that definitely cost more than my first car. So, you could say that they had the American dream, but with better countertops added. Now, from the body cam footage that was retrieved on the night that Eric passed away, the house looked disturbingly ordinary. This was a family home that suddenly turned into emergency, and there were no signs of disturbance or struggle. This was just supposed to be another ordinary night for them. Except, tragically, it wasn't. Police officers moved through the property's rooms while paramedics desperately tried to revive Eric. Meanwhile, Corey could be seen standing nearby in emotional turmoil and allegedly was unable to process what was happening. She told the officers that while Eric was still seemingly okay, she made him a drink that night. My favorite drink, actually. A Moscow Mule. She would also claim that apparently one of her sons was having night terrors that evening, and so she left Eric in the bedroom while she slept next to their son to try and calm him down. And apparently, when she came back to the master bedroom, that is when she found her husband cold to the touch.
First name? Yeah, let me talk to you. Let's let them do their work in there. So what happened today? When you said we were fine, what time did you see him when he was alert?
We had a drink together at 9 to celebrate something at work tomorrow.
Okay.
We were just standing in the bed of my kids. He went to bed our bed.
What time did you guys go to bed?
9:30.
9:30? Okay.
9:45.
And then what alerted you to him today, right now?
I just woke up. When I'm sitting right in close, wake up and I go back to my own bed.
Mm-hmm.
I just crawled over on his side.
And he was laying in bed?
He was on his back on the bed and
Okay.
Now, in the days and weeks after, and while they were trying to make sense of what precisely happened, Eric's death seemed to be painfully simple. That he went to bed one night and passed away without any reason or meaning. And those who were not close to the family simply saw Corey as someone who was now left to try to pick up the pieces. A grieving woman who now also had to try and be there for her sons without falling apart. Because how do you even explain that to a child? How do you sit all 3 of them down and say that, unfortunately, your father is never coming home? Of course, this is the kind of grief that a lot of people struggle to put into words. But you could say that Corey actually did put them into words. Because, and I know we're jumping forward here, trust me, we'll go back to that in just a minute, but a year after Eric's death, she would post a book about grief and loss called Are You With Me? The book was about grief and losing someone that you love, and about still feeling connected to them even after they're gone. Of course, the target audience here was for children, as you can see by the pictures and language. Now, on the surface, this book sounds genuinely heartbreaking. But on the outside, this was about a widowed mother who was trying to convert her pain into something useful. This was a book to help her children deal with the loss that they were now facing, and a way to help her find her own resolution. The book was moving, cathartic, and rather conveniently, very, very marketable. In fact, just after publishing her book, Corey would even apply to appear on local TV to talk about it. Now, we're going to take a proper look at this interview a little later on in this video, because eventually it would explode into something far more. Because almost a year prior to that book being released, and about a week after Eric's death, his autopsy results finally came back. And it turns out that he hadn't actually died from natural causes, meaning that this wasn't some random heart attack, and neither was it him just simply going to bed and never waking up. Something else had killed him, and as it would turn out, the secret was hiding right inside his body. It was fentanyl. And I'm not talking about a small amount either, because when they quantified the amount inside his body, they realized that it was over 5 times the lethal dose. Now, as you can imagine, this changes the story quite dramatically, because all of a sudden, this wasn't just a sad and unavoidable story, but instead was about a man who had been poisoned, and his wife, who was writing children's books about grief, was now looking incredibly suspicious. So, was Corey really a heartbroken wife who was trying to make sense of her husband's death, or was she doing something much, much colder? And speaking of, who precisely were Eric and Corey to begin with? Born on May the 13th, 1982, in Bountiful, Utah, Eric was the eldest child in a rather close family. Even from a young age, he was both responsible and hardworking, of course making his parents, Gene and Linda, extraordinarily proud. Growing up around the family cattle ranch, he spent long hours in the day helping his father haul hay. And it turns out that he loved those jobs too, because not only did he love to feed the animals, but he would also spend all of his time outdoors. Eric was fiercely loyal, deeply family-oriented, and very protective of the people that he loved. In essence, he was the kind of brother that everyone hopes for. He also loved sports, hunting, archery, traveling, trucks, and simply goofing around. Moving into his adulthood, Eric found himself as a businessman. After serving a 2-year mission in Mexico City, he would go on to build a very successful masonry business. You could say that he had a mind of bricks, blocks, and stone, but a heart of gold. Anyway, it was in the year 2009 that Eric met Corey Darden at a local Home Depot. Apparently, everyone who knew her saw her as the store's most beautiful employee, somehow. Now, at the time, Corey was working as a cashier, which meant that Eric, who would often go there for his construction business, would often see her. He was actually interested in Corey far before he was brave enough to do anything about it. But eventually, he would have the courage to ask a friend to go up and ask for her number on his behalf. Smooth? No. Relatable? Yes, painfully. And it worked. Eric asked her out, the two hit it off, and before long, they were in love. By 2013, Eric and Corey were married, and from the outside, it did look like the beginning of a busy, ambitious, and very Utah kind of family life. They eventually had kids, property, business plans, and a future that, from the outside, looked full of promise, at least for a while. Now, Corey did seem like someone who was trying to chase a bigger and brighter version of herself. And after the two got together, her life appeared to turn into something much more ambitious. She would leave her cashier job at Home Depot and then move into real estate, of course, with the ambition of trying to flip houses for profit. She would basically buy properties, renovate them, and then sell them for more money, which of course would be very impressive if she actually did make a profit on them. More on that later. But again, from the outside, she looked like a young mother who was building an impressive business. So, between her and Eric, they had 3 lovely children, 2 growing businesses, a big Utah home, many animals around the property, and the kind of lifestyle that many people quietly aim for. However, as you've likely guessed already, the facade that the Richards family portrayed to those on the outside was very different to what was actually happening behind closed doors. Because, as it turns out, while Eric and Corey may have looked like a busy, successful, and attractive couple that had everything together, there were actually many concerning things happening in the background. Money was actually becoming a huge issue within the family, and I'm not talking about the "we spent too much at Costco" kind, but something much, much deeper than that. As you already know by now, Corey was involved in real estate and had huge ambitions. But the problem is, those ambitions were not profitable at all. Actually, she had the financial intelligence of a raccoon in a mortgage office. She really had no idea what she was doing, and soon enough, Eric began to notice. Now, over time, he became increasingly worried about her spending, her debts, and the way she made financial decisions. And unfortunately, it gets even worse, because he would soon realize that she had actually been forging his signature on multiple documents, usually for large loans taken out against his very own name.
I'm going to call it right there, my darlings. But I'll be back soon. This was Killer Wife Realizes Her Children Exposed New Secrets to Cops. Spoiler alert, she gets caught. So all these hybrid comics try to profit off the pain of others. Chase clout. Trying to copy some kind of blueprint while they do grimy things. I think no one will notice. Cheers. Do no harm, my darlings. Take no crap. And I will most indubitably catch you on the next one.